Dozens of people were killed in the Somali capital when a truck filled with explosives blew up at a busy checkpoint. The streets littered with bodies and the twisted wreckage of vehicles after the rush hour blast. The city's mayor said many of the dead included university students, whose bus was caught up in the carnage. The Somali foreign minister tweeted, "They were students with ambition and hardworking men and women." Turkish officials said 2 of its citizens were also killed. Rescuers carried the dead and wounded past the mangled frames of vehicles, some smeared with blood, while relatives gathered at the hospital waiting for any news on their loved ones. The bombing was the latest and the worst in a string of recent attacks in the Somali capital. No one immediately claimed responsibility. But suspicion fell on Al-Shabaab, a terrorist group linked to Al-Qaeda. The Shabaab has carried out similar terror attacks across the Horn of Africa. In January, Al-Shabaab militants armed with guns and explosives burst into a hotel complex in the Kenyan capital, killing more than 20 people. In July, the group claimed responsibility for an attack on a hotel in Somalia. Among the dead in that attack, a prominent Canadian Somali journalist, Hodin Alea. Somalia has struggled to banish violent extremism since 1991, when its dictator was overthrown. Now, according to the United Nations, Al-Shabaab is responsible for the highest number of attacks against civilians in the region. The UN says the group now also makes its own explosives, expanding its revenue base. For City News, I'm Caryn Ceolin.